Welcome to Tush Twins, heard exclusively on MalcolmPresents.com, a streaming network heard around the world and even in Cleveland,
Yeah, the heart of rock and roll.
Cleveland
the heart of
rocks,
rock and roll.
Cleveland
Except the
rocks.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame can go F themselves. Correct?
Yes, they
Well,
can.
I think we
My
should.
my guys did not go there on
Eh,
principle. They went on. They were thinking of going because they had some time on Saturday, and they said, "Nope, not
Nope.
going.
I think we
Not giving
should.
them
Good.
my money." The token should be in the Rock and Roll
And
Hall.
we should do
A campaign, huh?
campaign to get the tokens in because
They,
they
you
deserve to
know
be
what? The
in.
more you campaign, the more they go,
Fuck you.
and they don't care. If
The-
you campaign, they don't want you in.
If it's only on one song, on one recording, there isn't a day goes by that I don't hear something about a
The
women
token.
movie. It's
Well, I
Lion Sleeps
mean,
Tonight.
they,
There's
but
all the
but
other
but but
songs.
all they produced. They were the first group to produce a number one song by another group. They produced
Yes.
8 number 1 songs by other groups as well. They had more Billboard charts than the Grateful Dead. They had a number
Yeah.
one song. They had a top
Hmm.
10 song. They had a top 20 song. They were the first group to play their own instruments. They were pioneers in that. And yet the
Mm-hmm.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame can give a rat's butt, and they put people in there who really are like, okay,
Eh,
meh.
eh,
So
eh.
unless you know the people who run Rolling Stone magazine, good luck to you. All right. Any more stuff
They're
to
in
Is
the
mention?
Rock and Roll Hall of Secrets,
That's what
as
Mitch
Mitch
said.
would say.
is that still a big magazine?
Rolling Stone?
Yeah, that's
Not as it
I,
used to
I
be.
I don't know the magazines in general, unless you get them online now. It's hard to get one. I love to read magazines and
So
actually
do
feel
I.
the magazines. They do mix, like I subscribe to the Atlantic, and I get every day. I get they're fantastic. It's worth the subscription. It's a little high, but it's worth it. And but I only get one magazine a month, but everything else is online. So
I get Food and Wine and Bon Appetit.
and I get Westchester magazine,
the
which
only
is
thing you get online is the New York Times.
I get the Times, I get the Wall
I don't
Street
get anything
Journal.
anymore. I just like
I get a headache
I
from
like
looking
to
at all of
hold
it.
the newspaper. I miss the weekend edition. I
Yeah.
just miss it all. It just
I
I
I
don't
I
like,
I, I
you know.
I miss the print on my hands.
Well, that's going to go even more away with AI, and we're celebrating. I don't know what we should do first, AI or the Knicks. Want to do the Knicks first, and then
Let's do the
AI?
next so we can
Okay.
go.
All right. All right.
Next.
Then,
What happened with the Knicks?
well,
Oh,
they're in the
they rock.
finals. Whoa. The last time they were in the finals was Prince's song 1999 because it was 1999.
Let's party like it's
Right, 19. So
'89.
that's what they were doing. There were thousands and thousands of people. They were supposed
27 years.
the um the garden
This time we're gonna win.
the garden wait, no don't nothing.
I'm doing poo. I'm holding
Say
my
nothing.
fingers.
Just fingers crossed.
Poo, poo, poo.
But
Poo, 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 poo.
the they didn't want it to have the police said you can't have a watch party because it was getting out of hand on the outside. They had big screens outside to watch. They
Mhm.
said no. And then the garden, they had a watch party and they said no. But they held a watch party in Radio
The City
City
Music
Music
Hall.
Hall and in the Brooklyn Bowl in Brooklyn, you know.
Hmm.
So however, when they won, I mean the bars were packed. It's good. It's very good business for New York. I mean the bars are like packed and restaurants and everything.
Hmm.
So they went apparently from all these places, they went to Madison Square Garden and they stood on the lamppost and they stood on the building and the cops didn't like that, but they couldn't stop them. There were thousands and thousands and thousands. Seventh Avenue was like closed down. You couldn't drive on Seventh Avenue. It was posted.
Yay,
It
New
was
Yorkers.
New
We rule.
Yorkers. And now I saw that some of the bagel places are making orange and blue bagels for the Knicks.
Oh, I want one.
So
Yeah, I
and
saw
try
that
to
the Empire State Building had
yeah,
the
Orange and
Knicks.
blue.
yeah. So we
The
have the
Knicks
Knicks
colors.
who are heading to the top, and we have the Mets who are the worst baseball team in baseball.
They're
That
still going to win the World
no,
Series. Do you know why? I'll
they
tell you why.
suck.
I'll tell you why. I'm
Yeah,
going to
tell
tell
them
you.
why.
Everyone, listen to me.
There's a reason
In
they've lost the last like 5
1969,
games.
That
I
was
know.
a big year.
1969, they lost every game. They were horrible. They were at the whatchamacallit, the half
All-Star
what's that
game.
game? All-Star game. Terrible. Then right after the All-Star game, they went from bottom below the dirt all the way
You,
to the World freaking
you know
Series. And
why?
they won.
You gotta believe.
You gotta believe.
I
And
don't
I
know.
bet $20 that they're gonna win the World Series. I bet this last December.
What were
No,
the odds?
they're in last place.
Not much. It's not.
Not only are they in last place in their division, they're in last place in the entire 30 teams of baseball.
Oh,
There was
really?
Well,
no
they were the worst before. Now
there's no
they're
worse
going to
team than
win.
them. I don't know. I don't know.
I have to believe. I
You
have
got well, that's what our Tug McGraw said, right?
You gotta
you
believe.
gotta believe.
You know, we got to believe. So hopefully they will come back. But as for the uh the Knicks, the MVP is Jalen Brunson. This
Oh,
guy
Right.
but
is
far,
like
far, far. Yeah, I was watching the games.
he's on another level. And now he has two other teammates, Josh Hart
Mm-hmm.
and Mikal Bridges. Well, E and Les were at the game in Cleveland. They went to Cleveland.
Right.
They had a great time. They said the Knick fans outshouted the Cav fans that
Of course.
they were screaming more than the Cav. They actually had
We were
instructions.
watching.
They had instructions to the Cavalier fans how to like when the other team is foul shooting, scream so they miss it. You know, things like that were put on the board, instructing the crowd how to do it because the Cleveland folks, they're like
Boring.
they're just nice and they're nice and
And
anyway.
I saw LeBron there.
Was he? I
I saw a
didn't see
pic.
that. I didn't see him. But anyway, but
Until the speech anime.
But Mikal Bridges and Josh Hart and Jalen
Uh-huh.
Brunson were on the Villanova teams that won the college titles.
Yes.
And Mike Brown was the coach, and he's now coach. So they're calling them the Nova Knicks.
The Novan.
Villanova Nova Knicks.
The
And
Nova, that's cool.
and then I was looking at something online, and they did an interview with Jalen Brunson, and I think it was Fallon did this interview, and he goes like, "What do? Do you have any ritual? Was there any song? Is there anything you like to do before the games?" So
Yeah.
he goes like, who do you listen to? Whatever. He goes Justin Bieber. I went to myself, Justin
Huh?
Bieber, huh? So
Huh?
somebody told him to listen to Bieber when he was in Villanova. And he started to listen, and lo and behold, they won. And then this is a superstition thing. They
Oh
won
my
again.
God.
So now he just listens to him and he says, I really like him. And he listened to the album Purpose. That was the one in 2016 when they won. And now he's like, you know, he puts on Justin
Yeah,
Bieber
keep
before,
listening to him.
you know,
Well,
that's it. That's the
Justin
thing.
Bieber.
Yeah. So he goes, did you meet Justin Bieber? He said, I haven't met him yet, but he's giving me some luck, so I ain't say nothing. It's like he and Jalen Brunson,
sports fans are so superstitious.
my son
Yes, we
won't
are.
shave. He won't shave. His beard is
Well,
like
yeah,
he
well,
won't get
that's
it. He wouldn't even trim it. It's like he had a
yeah.
facial at the
I haven't
airport.
shaved,
They wouldn't let him trim. No, because of the thing. You grow the beard, you can't
Hmm.
trim it.
but I changed
Yeah.
my underwear.
That's good. But his beard is very red.
Well, it's
Your
When he was
Mom
son?
and
born.
Eddie.
He was a
Yeah, I
junior
know.
when he was born, and I was
Yes,
like,
just
taking
like
after
Mom and Eddie.
your
Are you
auntie,
sure
right?
the babies weren't changed at the birth and
No,
it's
no,
really yours?
no. My grandmother had
Probably.
my
I
grandmother.
still think her
She's
grandmother should have been my grandmother too.
right. She had and then one of my cousins has Michael has red hair, and now
Michael. Hmm.
my cousin Amanda, her first son. who's named after my cousin David, his middle
Hmm.
name, is a redhead.
Hmm. Hmm.
So the
Oh,
generations
No,
are
no,
all
no, no
represented.
wonder why you're friends.
You know, yeah, it's that.
I'm the only redhead in my family, except for my cousin Richie. His first wife, the two of them have two sons, they have three kids, but two of the sons are all red. They're both redheads, bright carrot redhead, like me as a child. But my cousin Rich is adopted.
So there's no correlation there,
No, but it's still
other
nice to
than
have
you
another
you
redhead
you
in the
you went to her
family.
head, you went like this, redhead,
Right. No, no,
Redhead.
no,
instead of
no, no rhyme or reason.
But anyway, so now the Oklahoma beat San Antonio yesterday, so they're up
Yes, it
3-2.
is.
And I gotta say, they Oklahoma plays real dirty, and the referees give them everything. I saw some of the clips. They were clear goaltending, clear fouls, and they did not call them. Didn't call them on Oklahoma. So something
Losers always complain.
so, no, that San Antonio wasn't complaining. The people who do the broadcasting were bringing it out. It was
Wow.
it wasn't and it was neutral. It was neutral people talking. They watched the game and they saw things that were like, I don't know. So I
Well,
think they're gonna
or it
have
might
to.
be they
Maybe
might
we
have.
have to play New York ball.
Well,
Not
I
dirty, but
like
New York ball.
during the playoffs, you have to play rough.
Yeah, but this is like calls that should have been made that
I mean,
aren't. I'm
Wembanyama.
just telling the Knicks to go into the boxing ring and like practice a
Well, they
little.
do.
They're in there right now.
I mean,
Probably are.
Wembanyama. I mean, you see him trying to get position. Probably has black and blue marks all
They
over
all
his
do.
body. They give him cross body blocks,
Yeah, they have to go. I wonder how
but they
many
have
of
to.
the cold plunges they have in the locker room. They
Oh
probably
God.
they all literally jump in this freezing water after like
No,
games.
thank you.
No. Anyway,
Not
But
me.
as a team, OKC is better than Spurs
well,
as a
they're
cohesive
the
team.
reigning champs, but the Knicks have to watch the film. The Knicks have to, they
Keep
have to
watching
watch
what
the
they're
film.
doing.
They
And
gotta
then
watch.
I
They're
think
gonna.
they're the one that have one of our guys, Caruso.
Oh, I don't know.
Alex Caruso is well he was a Laker,
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
and he is trying to play, and he's about 5'6",
5'6".
5'6", 6'6".
Oh,
But he
That
okay.
makes
but
He's
more sense.
but he plays Wemby.
Oh,
He
really?
guards
Well,
him down
Wemby is
low,
like
not down low,
seven
but when he's
something.
trying to
Wem
get in.
Wemby's over 7, right? He's.
Wemby's 7'4",
Could you imagine? I mean,
and
Brunson is 6'2" and he looks like a shrimp compared to these guys.
I know.
I think he has an 8 foot wingspan,
He could just dunk the ball. He just goes,
Ah,
woo. It's like anyway.
and he's athletic. Have you
Yeah,
seen him move?
yeah.
He handles the
they're
ball
all
like a backcourt man.
He moves like Jagger. But anyway, and the Rolling Stones have a
let's
new
go
album
Nick.
out, by the way. Uh and a new song they played on the radio.
Who,
The
Jagger?
radio. Yeah, they have a new album out.
Well, he's still a kid.
Yeah, he's your age, right?
83.
83
He's
or
Malcolm's
82.
age. Yeah, how come you're not doing an album, Malcolm?
Well, I
Paul
am.
McCartney's gonna be 84, right?
Who?
McCartney, he's
Now,
84.
McCartney, I think, is
I
83
think he's gonna be
or
83.
82.
84,
I think he's
and
gonna be 84.
Dylan's gonna be 85. Or he just had a birthday or something.
All
Dylan
I
is
know
it,
is McCartney just came out with a new album too.
you know.
It's okay. Nothing, I like it, but it's nothing great.
Oh.
And well, and he's been on a lot of the shows recently. I mean, he was in SNL, and
Yes, he is.
he
He's
was the last
pushing
guest
it
of
out.
Steve
Colbert. That was fun.
Colbert.
I have to admit, he did a great job on there. His voice sounded so much better.
Then
This
yeah, when SNL he sounded really bad, but
Bad.
but it was a perfect song to do. You say goodbye, but I say hello. And then he
Yeah.
does that community in Monroe, Michigan.
Hmm.
Colbert did it. Did you
Oh, that
catch
was
that?
funny. You sent
Did you
me.
see some of
Yes,
it? It is, if you could catch that, Malcolm, you should
that
catch
was
it.
good.
It was really good. If he does that like once a month, he has a YouTube channel and he's got like millions of
mm.
people on it already. Well, so I mean, a lot of people. Whoop, that was me. Don't
Whoops.
know what dropped. Anyway,
So
so
Elon or Les are not going to OKC if they play?
I don't know. We don't know who they're
You
playing,
never
so
know with my nephew, my
we,
godson,
uh,
he'll probably go.
I would think if the it wouldn't shock me if he goes to a game if he could,
Yeah.
the tickets, MSG tickets, the cheapest ticket now, is 3 grand, $3,000 for the
That's all?
finals. Yeah. So that
The
that's
cheapest ticket for the
he
soccer, besides the ones they're giving away for the odd games, is 3,500.
it's ridiculous. No one's coming. No one's gonna who's gonna go
That's why they're
see.
giving away. They have 50 tickets they're giving
And
away.
they oh, and now Trumpet wants to close the airports, the sanctuary city airports. Did you hear about that? Not allow
No.
international travel. How do you not allow international travel? They wanted
Well,
the Department of Homeland Security said the sanctuary cities are going to pay for what they're doing, and so we're not going to have the people at the airport and customs, and you won't be able to get through or go travel.
And that has
he
nothing to do
can't
with
do that.
Ebola?
No,
They're
he
not going to
can't.
let him do
I've
it.
heard of things he can't do,
Yeah, I
and he
know,
always
but I
winds
don't
up with.
think I
You don't
don't
think?
think that this government's going to let them. But the World Cup, that would be horrible. Otherwise, they come and
Yeah,
they'll be on buses coming up.
But I'm just saying,
Now,
who
I understand for the
who
people
says
that are
that?
coming from Africa with the
They
Ebola,
Yeah,
have to be
that
well,
stopped. They can't
that
come.
has
That
to
I
be
can
stopped.
see.
That I agree with. That's the
But
only
he
thing
doesn't
if they're
want us
going.
going out. He doesn't want us going out either. He doesn't want us traveling because we have to go through to get through, and we have to come in to come back. They don't want to put customs up. There'll be no customs and no security. That's what he said. It's insane. I've never
He,
even they're drawing up plans to do that. How do you freaking do that? I mean, and now you saw. Did you see what the White House lawn looks like?
I know.
no.
Did you see pictures of that? Uh, it,
It looks
it's
like the hillbillies.
it's I it is the tackiest. I can't. I just can't. So anyway, let's go talk about someone who I
Let's
like.
talk
It's
about
Pope
AI.
Leo. Pope Leo, though,
Pope Leo.
he's the one. He basically and said uh, that he says that he warned that the AI race could lead to a new Tower of Babel. That ambitious undertakings that promote homogeneity and compete with religion end badly. He said government
Yeah.
regulation of tech should protect workers and workplaces and stop disruption. And the AI deepfakes are an assault on the truth. And also that now they're going to use AI to power autonomous weapons. And he said that we need informed critics who will uh, tell us when things are failing. And at this point, he said it's just really a bad idea.
I don't know how you stop technology.
You
Well,
can't. Because if we
that
stopped technology back in the 20s, we had no cars. If we stopped technology with computers, we'd have no computers. Now, I understand how AI could be destructive. That
yeah.
I understand, and that needs to be watched. But you can't stop technology.
No.
Well,
Anyway,
it's not.
Paula, could you
It's
fix
not.
your picture? Your head is
Not good.
down.
It's not good technology. I mean,
Yeah.
it's good technology for certain things. Like
Yes.
there was an article in Atlantic, which as I
Hmm.
said is a really good magazine, that the Atlantic writers are putting typos into what they write so that they know the writing is human. Because if there's typos, it's a person. If it's clean, generally it's AI, even though they proofread. So at this point, like they want creativity to come, first and foremost. And a lot of the AI, while they learn your patterns, there's not anything that is. It's very technical. It's very like right out and superficial, and I've seen it but anyway.
Well, people
So
think I use AI when I write stuff, and I don't. I'm one
mm,
of those people that check my spelling and my
well,
making sure
they
everything
have
is
spell check with, but
checked.
anyway, it's just they want to deliberately do it. The guy who wrote this article, Michael Waters, said that
Mm-hmm.
small forgivable typos are now serving as signs that something was actually written by a human,
Okay.
hence is worth reading.
Hmm.
In a world where everyone expects a chat GPT response, typos have mutated into a mark of authenticity. A misspelled word or two is indicative of the human element. On a base level, many of us are willing to invest time in reading a long email if we sense that someone actually wrote it. So it's like it's crazy. I mean, it's at this point, you don't know what AI if it's real or not. I mean, you don't know if
I don't
something is
know.
AI or something is not.
Well, you don't, basically what you have to do with a lot of the AI is you have to know who is sending it to you and whether, not necessarily their verbiage, but whether their opinions are something that you think they value.
Well,
Because
somebody, yeah,
I see so many things of, famous people saying things that are totally outrageous that I know they wouldn't say.
right, because it's all AI.
It's
It's
all
all
AI,
AI.
It's not real.
and it's
But the one thing
perfectly
I
lip
have to
synced.
admit, the president does not use AI.
Mhm.
You could
Yeah.
tell all the mistakes coming out of
Well,
his mouth.
Well, Angela Haupt wrote in Time magazine earlier this year that there is no quick and easy way for people to determine the authenticity of what they're reading or seeing anymore.
Mm.
If you can't discern who you're really talking to, human or AI, you're less likely to feel confident and grounded in discussion. There's a real hunger right now for writing that feels unmistakably human with all the quirks, oddity, specific details, little flashes of personality that AI can't quite mimic yet.
Yet,
Um,
Yet,
uh, they, Psychologist Stephanie Steele said humans are naturally chaotic and idiosyncratic. AI is not yet.
yet.
I'm putting in yet. They didn't. And
I'm putting
and
it yet.
And they also said that children, it's reducing their creativity and reducing their writing skills, and they don't brainstorm. And they're just using these AI tools and plugging it into their writing.
but when will we stop needing people?
Anytime.
Maybe AI speaks to AI.
Watch the movie Wally. I don't know that
Wally.
that Wally was what 20 years ago. When was Wally
Yeah,
out? If
about
you
15,
look,
20.
watch that movie again. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and anyway,
Well, I like
uh,
the 2001: A Space Odyssey, where the computer HAL took
Now,
over the
yeah.
satellite.
And then at the end, he was singing the
I'm
song
sorry, Dave.
Daisy, Daisy. And that's when he got him out to stop. And then
Hmm.
Daisy kept getting slower and slower.
Uh,
Daisy. Just like, Hal, yeah, the Hal. I mean, the science fiction things are becoming more reality. It's kind of scary to
Bless
tell
you,
you the
Mason.
truth.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, but anyway.
Well, what was
So,
the one with Matthew Broderick where the with
right,
the
right. Yeah.
War games?
War
war
games.
games?
Yes.
And
That
at the end,
right.
he had him play
Do you want to
tic-tac-toe.
play a game? Do you want to play a game?
Yeah.
And he gives them tic-tac-toe because there's no
No one
ending to
can
the
win.
game. No one can win. And then you saw all the things being they had
Just,
the map of the world and you saw all the bombs going, blah blah blah. Everyone thought
yeah.
it was real, but it was
Mm-hmm.
part of the game. That was a good movie.
Now
That's a good movie.
I'm waking up at the middle of the night, and turning on my CNN
Don't don't
and
don't.
finding out who we bombed or who bombed us.
Well, no,
I
wait,
don't
we
even
were in
mind now.
negotiations. It's all pieces
It's,
on the way as we bomb them. Pieces on the
I
way.
thought
Oh,
I thought we have a ceasefire. He keeps saying we
no,
have a beautiful
no,
ceasefire.
no, no.
Yeah.
Everything's beautiful.
Well, he doesn't care when the war ends, he says.
He'll go into his bunker and go away.
But
He should
I
build
don't.
the bunker he should really be building is in Mar-a-Lago, but hopefully, maybe he won't
But
end up
I
there.
don't know what we've accomplished.
Oh, come on. He's the greatest thing since Jesus Christ.
Well, his candidate in Texas won. I don't know whether that was good or bad for the
Do you
Dems.
think he really won? I mean, I think he won, but I think, I mean, they said 100,000 people. I mean, the numbers that they were giving don't make sense.
Well,
And
I
by
haven't
the
looked at it.
way, the
But
Dems out, the Dems in numbers have higher numbers than the Republicans now. So if Tallarico gets all the Dems to vote,
That's
then there might be a thing. But then they're working on, rigging everything.
yeah, especially in Texas, they said they haven't had in 40 years a
them.
Democratic Congress.
Yeah, not one person.
No. And they said they won't have it this time.
Yeah, they're gonna get four more seats in Florida now because of DeSantis, who's another
Nazi? I
another.
meant Floridian?
You said it, not me.
Floridian?
Yeah, Floridian. Yeah, I don't know how I can even want to ever be in.
Should be an interesting elections.
I'm looking
I'm
forward
just
to it.
worried that they're already working on rigging it, and why, if we know this, are the Dems not doing something about it?
Well, they're not rigging it. What they're doing a lot is and getting
They're
more representatives.
But they're rigging it that way,
gerrymandering.
but they're also rigging it at the polls. They took a lot of the Dominican machines. They can change crap now. I can do. You can go bleep 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 bleep. Musk does it. Yes, Starlink. I mean, I'm
Mm.
sorry. They're
Now
gonna
I'm worried
try.
about because I vote because Dennis and I don't go to the polls anymore. We
I think you
vote
might have
via
to go to the
mail.
polls.
We're gonna change. We're going to the
I think
polls.
you need to get your butt to the polls. You got to go in
Hmm.
person. I'm going. You got to
Yeah.
go. I
Well, you
don't
have to.
trust anything now about mailing or I don't know if they're going to even count mail-ins. I don't even know,
No,
what are they
I
going to
don't
do?
know they do that. I'm nervous about
They're
that.
supposed to, but I don't think so. I think they're going to like my
I think I've
mom.
been doing mail-ins for the last 10 years at
I've been
least.
doing mailings for like 17 years because I
Uh-uh.
usually go away in November. We used to go to Europe
Right.
even before that. But now it's like
I'm
if you do a
going
mail-in, you're stuck doing a mail-in unless you change. I don't know how you get off the mail-in list.
you got
I
to
gotta figure that out.
you got to call the voting.
I think you could get the mail in, and you don't have to mail it in. You can go to the polls.
No, if you have a mail-in, you have to mail it.
You better call your
I'm gonna
Yeah,
local
call.
people who do the voting there. Call your clerk's
I'm an
office.
independent.
it's a confusing world.
Confusing.
So confusing. Oh, you
It's
surely
more than
know.
it's more than confusing.
I don't know how senior people get by. I mean, I get confused, of what's happening, and I
Yeah.
think the more things that are introduced, the more things I don't know.
Well, I mean, I had a problem. I have a new computer. And
Hmm.
so when I went on the Many Shades of Green to check it, it said the site's not available. And I'm
Oh, I
like,
remember.
this happened before. I'm using my old computer now because now I need to use I got to get a new wire. And the only place I can get it, and I haven't shopped there in like 4 years, is Target. And I really don't want to go there.
Target.
I'm going to see if I can get it. They all suck. But anyway, so I call up the host, which is, GoDaddy, and I tell
Hmm.
them it's the same problem that I had the last time. And the guy doesn't really know what to do about it. And I said, well, if you look in your notes, you can see what was done about it. So he looks in the notes, he goes, I see what was done about it, but I can't do that because I'm not the tech person. So he's the host, whatever, he works with the websites. So he goes, try this, nothing worked. I said, I know it has to be done. The DNS number has to be changed. So he goes, I really can't do that because that's not in my purview. At least he was honest, right?
But
So
did he get someone to help you with it?
he got someone in IT, and I get
Hmm.
this guy, and I tell him exactly what the problem is.
Yeah.
And then he goes, well, I can't. I said, all I have to do is change the zeros to like eights or ones or something. He goes, but that can mess everything up. I said, it was done 2 months ago and it messed nothing up. It fixed the problem. He goes, well, in that case, um, there's a $300 fee, and then there's another fee because we're the IT people, but we're not directly involved with GoDaddy. We're separate, but they use us with their issues. And I said,
No,
the person who did it for me last time, there was no charge. And then I said, goodbye. And I hung up. And I called Apple. I have a new computer, Apple, and my
right,
thing's not working, Apple. And I said, this is what happened last time on my other computer. Had a nice young lady, and I said, it's the DNS. It says it on the thing that the DNS thing is a problem. I said, all we have to do is change the numbers to the eights or the ones, I forgot.
right.
And so we go on, and we finally do it. And then I go to load, and it comes on.
These people,
You
I
know,
hate
it's
these
the
corporations.
funny thing is I found that up from Chat GPT when I asked the question, how do I fix that? And they told me,
Yeah,
it told me, and then I told that, you know, to the guy in the IT, and he was like, no matter what I told him, he was doing whatever his way to
Mhm.
fix it, and it was not the right way. And then when Apple came on, I said, look at your notes. I said, this is what we have to do. I said, I got it from Chat GPT. Oh, you did? I did. And guess what? It
It
worked.
it
worked.
worked.
Well,
Yep.
I think I'm not sure what comedian it was. I think it's Bill Maher or someone, that, or maybe even Steve Carell, Colbert. And he was talking about every time I learn something, they change it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
Yeah,
don't like
unfortunately.
change. I like
Yeah.
the way I was doing things, and now it's changed. And
Right.
nobody
Yeah, my
told me about it.
husband, his phone, they had an update because I don't want it updated. I can't understand my phone before, let
Right.
alone being updated now. Why is all this change?
They update it every other week. I get an update. I mean,
Yeah,
it just is
And you know something?
insane.
It's confusing.
it is for him.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
it is.
I
you
think you
know,
have to be Gen X or something to know that's the oldest. My
Gen
Then,
boys
X are
are
the older ones. It's
in the early 30s,
millennials. Well, no, your guy's the
we're
millennials.
baby boomers.
31 and 30.
They're millennial,
Oh,
millennial.
we
And
need younger
They're
people.
Babel.
and
They're
they, and
babies.
they don't know, when it
Mm.
changes, but what they do, they figure it out, which I can't. They
Yeah,
can get
well,
into the mechanism.
that's what I do. I
That's
mean,
what Elon does.
I had to go into this. You have to go. It's called incognito mode, and then you have to go to this
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
So, but it's different on the computer I'm on now is my old one. Since I need the wire, I can't use it. Plus, I have to Zoom isn't coming up on my new one, so I have to load it. I had to reload my, printer and all these other things on the other computer, even though all the data was switched from this
Mm-hmm.
one to
But,
that one last night.
but you know what, guys, not to cut you off, but one thing is constant. Our
What?
time
Our
is up.
time.
Oh, we didn't get to talk about the hedgehog backpacks. All right.
Well,
Next,
you know what,
Next
Maxine? We'll
week.
talk about them next week.
we have something
My
next week.
groundhog wants to know all about it.
Yes, and it's and they also have a train detection dog that helps because they're going extinct in Europe or something. Anyway,
Guys,
hedgehogs.
when is the
What?
championship games? June
It
what?
In
starts
nine
June
days,
3rd.
8 days?
June
The
3rd.
3rd?
Yeah,
Yes.
And are we
that's
rooting for who are we rooting
the
for?
Knicks.
The
San
Knicks.
Antonio or
No, we're not
OKC?
Oh,
rooting for either of those. You're rooting for either of those, Malcolm?
I'm not rooting for either of them, but which one do you want to see? Which is better for the Knicks?
The Spurs, I think.
Yeah,
But I
because I
don't
think
think that's
if the Spurs win, they open the series in New York.
yeah,
I was confused. And if OKC wins, they open it in
yeah.
OKC.
Because OKC, I think, because they were the champions last year. I don't know, or the record. I don't know
I
if it's
don't know.
based on the record.
I
Because
don't
they have,
care as long as the Knicks play and they win, and that's it.
yeah,
Done.
me too.
And the Mets do a turnaround.
The Mets, oh my God.
Poo,
They
poo,
haven't
poo,
won
poo,
a,
your
they've
mouth
lost,
to
I think they
God's
lost
ears.
like 6 games in a row already. Something
I
like
think
that.
well, how did the Yankees do yesterday?
They
Uh,
won.
They won because they were on a losing streak for a
They
while.
were on 10, was it 10-1 or
And
7-1, 8-1? They won
and the
yesterday.
Dodgers?
I didn't look.
You didn't watch the Dodgers. Oh my God.
No,
We don't get the Dodgers
sorry.
here.
Not since they left Brooklyn.
So anyway,
They left Brooklyn?
one quick thing. I double checked on that thing about the airports, and it
Mm-hmm.
says Department of Homeland Security Secretary Mark Wayne Mullen, who is not even doesn't know a thing about mostly anything. He plans to stop international passenger and cargo processing at major airports in sanctuary cities, which would heavily disrupt international travel and commerce, especially in Democratic run states.
Okay.
Just so you know, people.
Oh, by the way, so I don't want to even hear this because it makes me sick. But the Dodgers won 15-6, the Rockies, and the Mets lost to the Reds 7-2. The
The Yankees?
whatchamacallit, the Yankees, they won 15-6 or 5, something like
15.
that.
Good. All right.
And you look
15-1, the Royals.
Oh boy.
15-1.
Well,
anyway, guys,
Yeah.
have a great week.
maybe there'll be a Yankee Dodger World Series again. World Series.
That'll be good. Have a great week and see you
Peace out,
Bye
people.
bye all.
next week.
Peace
Look,
out.
look
And just a
through.
reminder to our audience, you're watching Tush Twins, heard on malcolmpresents.com. And we have a new
How do
show
we make
each
a tush
week.
out of our hands?
And go each week to hear a new show to see what our cheeks are talking about.
That I don't know.
Bye.
We don't know what we're talking about. Ciao.
Bang.
Arrivederci.
Love you all.